Hello! Today, you will be able to quickly convert temperatures from Celsius to Fahrenheit in your head using a simple approximation method. While the exact formula is a bit complex for mental math, we are going to master the 2 times x plus 30 rule. This is a perfect trick for when you're traveling or watching a weather report and need a ballpark figure immediately. To understand why we use an approximation, we first need to look at the exact mathematical relationship between these two scales. The precise formula to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit is Fahrenheit equals 1.8 times Celsius plus 32. Imagine trying to multiply 23 by 1.8 in your head while walking down a street in Paris. It is not exactly easy to do quickly. To make this mental math friendly, we simplify the numbers. We round 1.8 up to 2, and we round 32 down to 30. This gives us our handy shortcut. Double the Celsius temperature and add 30. Now we have met our first objective, understanding the origin of the 2x plus 30 rule. Let's put this into practice with a common temperature. Suppose you are told it is 10 degrees Celsius outside. First, we double the Celsius value. 10 times 2 gives us 20. Next, we add 30 to that result. 20 plus 30 equals 50. So 10 degrees Celsius is approximately 50 degrees Fahrenheit. In this specific case, the approximation is actually perfect. 10 Celsius is exactly 50 Fahrenheit. Take a moment to think. Why does this specific number work out so well, even though we rounded our formula? It is because rounding 1.8 up and rounding 32 down balanced each other out perfectly at this specific point. Let's try another example. What if a room is set to 20 degrees Celsius? First, we apply our times 2 rule. 20 doubled is 40. Then we add 30. 40 plus 30 gives us 70. So 20 degrees Celsius is roughly 70 degrees Fahrenheit. If we calculate the exact value, it is actually 68 degrees. Notice that our approximation of 70 is only 2 degrees off. In most daily situations, being off by 2 degrees won't change whether you decide to wear a sweater or not. You have now successfully applied the rule to a second common temperature. As temperatures get higher, the small error in our times 2 multiplier starts to add up. Let's look at a hot summer day, 30 degrees Celsius. First, we double 30 to get 60. Then we add 30 to get 90. Our mental math tells us it is about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The exact temperature is actually 86 degrees. Notice the gap is getting wider. We are now 4 degrees off. A good rule of thumb is that for every 10 degrees you go above 10 Celsius, your estimate will be about 2 degrees too high. Even so, knowing it is around 90 is usually enough to know it is a hot day. You have now met the goal of recognizing the limitations of this shortcut. To wrap up, let's review the simple steps for the 2x plus 30 method one last time. Step 1, take the Celsius temperature and double it. Step 2, add 30 to that number. And that is it. You have your Fahrenheit approximation. Let's look at some examples. 10 Celsius becomes 50 Fahrenheit. 20 Celsius becomes 70 Fahrenheit. And 30 Celsius becomes 90 Fahrenheit. Remember, this method is most accurate between 0 and 20 degrees Celsius. As it gets hotter, your estimate will be slightly higher than the actual temperature. You are now equipped to handle temperature conversions on the fly without needing a calculator. Try it out next time you see a weather report in Celsius. Thanks for watching.